How to provide enhanced user privacy using the face blur technique. Just for an example, when you are sharing some of your footage outside the organization, you may be required or feel obligated to blur the faces of various individuals who are seen in the footage. Now, what if they have some problems with that? They don't want to be in the image or in the footage, which you are going to provide it to some of your third party vendors. How can we get rid of a situation where we can share the information but still have the face blurred? Well, in this video, we shall be talking about one of the face blur techniques using OpenCV. So let's get started. Hi. So let's get started by implementing our face blurring technique, which I have done using OpenCV. So here I have already imported CV2 and time. Insert face detection and blurring code into the wrapper below to create an identity protector on your laptop. We have already defined a method called as laptop camera go. Here I am creating an instance of the video capturer so that once this method runs, my system will be able to detect the camera and it will turn on by default. So here I'm using named window, F face detection activated, and then I'm calling my cv2.video capture. And once my video capture is opened, then I'm capturing various frames. Simple. Here I'm using a cascade classifier. You can read more about cascade classifier here. Object detection using HAR feature based cascade classifiers is an effective object detection method proposed by Mr. Paul and Michael in their paper. You can go through this paper as well, and it's basically, this is what it is doing. It's a huge topic. You can go through this HAAR cascade detection in OpenCV in case you are interested in knowing more about it. So here I have called my face cascade, keep video stream open, and here I'm capturing all the frames, and this is the main part where I'm getting the frames. I'm creating a square object on top of my face and I'm calling my Gaussian blur. What exactly is Gaussian blur? When it comes to OpenCV, when it comes to computer vision techniques, there are a lot of techniques which you can use to create some noise or create some blur kind of concepts. So you can see this document will give you more understanding on the various image filtering techniques. The goal is to apply blur on various images, apply custom made filters to images using 2D convolution. If I go through these codes, you can see each and every type of image filtering technique is provided with a code here so that you can go through and run. Now I'll quickly jump into the Gaussian blurring part, which has been used in this project. In this method, instead of box filter, a Gaussian kernel is used. It is done with the function cv.GaussianBlur. Again, you can right click, open and check out the detailed documentation of Gaussian blur. We should specify the width and height of the kernel, which should be positive and odd. We should specify the standard deviation in the x and y directions, sigma x and y. So all these techniques has been used. You can go through these techniques to understand more about Gaussian blurring. Again, in this video it will be very difficult for me to explain you these concepts, but in case you need an explanation on Gaussian blur or any of these topics which you are not able to understand, feel free to write down in the comment section. Based on your comments, I'll also come up with a video on that. Let's say you have difficulty understanding cascade classifier, write down in the comment section below, and definitely within 10-15 days I'll come up with a video. And here I'm performing the Gaussian blur and then I'm exiting the functionality. Simple. So now I'll run this code. It's a very simple piece of code, but in case you want to embed this technique into your use case, you will have to do your own research work in that area. So now I will run this. So my original what I'm saying is you will not be able to see me right now like this, but I will try to run this, and then you can see how the filter is working, how the code is working for face blurring. Let's go and see. Let me run this code. You can see the blurring is working perfectly fine, but if I'm moving my head direction from this way till this way, okay, here also it's doing a good job. At least from 45 degrees angle till 135 degrees angle, it's working perfectly fine. Of course, when I'm facing the camera, it's completely fine. And you can see, I'll just try to place my hand. So now it's not detecting a face, so it's not blurred. You can see, basically it is identifying the eyes. So if I do this, it's not able to blur, but if the camera is able to spot my eyes, then it is blurring it, and it's doing a good job.